Translation, Yani had to buy Yani at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Hey, check, nigga.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Grayson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Grayson now. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 38. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Steelers at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hey, go Steelers!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throw left side complete. That's Gutierrez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Harris running straight ahead. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ultra. Go ultra. Try 2.
2nd and 9 now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Pickett back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They run for it with Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Pickett now from the gun here. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Melton on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a carry for Allen. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
On the toss, here's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Grayson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Grayson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. A quick throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Pickett. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Finding room at midfield.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Grayson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Grayson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Grayson now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Harris.
To the 27-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Run with Harris out of the shotgun. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Pickett going to bootleg it. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. On the give, this is Harris.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, this is Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Looking to throw. Grayson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Grayson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Okay, ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column.